Hey YouTube, happy Thanksgiving. Mine's ruined because the Chiefs are missing the playoffs with Patrick Mahomes, something that I didn't think would ever be possible with a generational quarterback like him. And it's not even necessarily that he's played bad this season. He was in the MVP running through the first 5, 6 weeks or so. But I don't even really know where you pinpoint the problems in the offseason. Because this team on paper is super talented, more talented than last year's team that made the Super Bowl. Yet this year's team is missing the playoffs. I kind of accepted that the season was over last week, even though we won against the Colts. Not when we won, but the final drive of the fourth quarter where they got down to, the 3-yard line, and they couldn't get in the end zone. They had to kick the field goal to send it to overtime. Your season was already on the line, and you didn't have a play that gained you 3 yards to win it in regulation. You had to send it to overtime. Great, we won in overtime. Who cares? That should have never even happened. If this was truly a good team, that would have never happened. They would have scored right then and there and ended the game in regulation. And there are just 1,000 things that went wrong for the Chiefs today. 3 O-linemen going out, so you essentially had a practice squad offensive line. Mahomes was getting no time to sit back in the pocket and get rid of the ball in the third quarter or fourth quarter. Zero time at all. Offensive line has been a major issue for the Chiefs the last year or so. It's despicable. It's hard to watch every week. They're terrible. All of them are. Defense has been abysmal this year, especially on third downs. Third down defense is one of the worst in the league. It should be ranked as the worst because they can't get a third. It doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 15. They give up the third down conversions every single time without fail. The third down defense is terrible. And McDuffie in particular, who's had a really good resume so far in his career, has just been terrible today. Burned left and right. He was horrible. And not to mention the D-line getting zero pressure on opposing quarterbacks every week. I don't think we had a sack against Daniel Jones last week. We did not have a sack today against Dak Prescott. They're not getting pressure at all. Karlaftis, Omenihu, these are names that you've heard a lot of last year and the years prior that you're not hearing at all this year. And even Chris Jones, you rarely heard his name up until last week. He's been playing a little bit better, but god damn, dude. It's going to take a lot of time, I guess, to process the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs, with a healthy Patrick Mahomes, are missing the playoffs. But this is the reality of it, and I don't really know how to handle it. Because, again, Mahomes is probably the most talented quarterback ever from just the raw talent eye perspective, the eye test. I genuinely think Mahomes is the most talented NFL quarterback to ever grace the field. But it's a team sport. Not one man can carry every year. You have to have a complete team. This year, the O-line's not good. They're banged up right now. The D-line's abysmal. The defense is mid at best. They were especially horrible on third downs and today as well. So it's going to be a long offseason. But as for today's loss to the Cowboys, I'm not going to sit here and, swear out the camera. I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not going to be losing my mind. Because I'm at the acceptance stage of grief. I've accepted for a couple of weeks now that this team is not good. They're not built for the playoffs. They're not going to make the playoffs. Just not going to happen. The only way it happens now is if you win out, and they don't have the talent or the health to do so. So I'll see you next season. It was a good run. Don't know where it goes from here, but yep, this is reality. We are missing the playoffs with Patrick Mahomes. It's almost like I woke up on the day of the Super Bowl last season in an alternate dimension, and it's just been a living hell since then. That's what it feels like. Hard to fathom this is it, but this is it. See you next season.